Yo, what it do, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost Rider. Welcome back to another episode of Ghost Movies. Now, on this episode, I want to talk about Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. I just came back from seeing that movie, and man, what a fucking movie, man. This movie was fantastic from start to finish, man. I mean, Miles is back. Gwen Stacy is back. You have Michael B. Parker, who's back. You have, oh my gosh, the list, Uncle Aaron, Mahershala Ali's Uncle Aaron is back. I mean, everybody is fucking back. Whoa. When we have some new Spider-Man, and we have Jessica Crew, she's Spider-Woman in another Earth, another universe, and she's pregnant, and she's badass on the bike. Jessica Drew is one of them. Bad. You have Daniel Kaluuya playing a punk rock Spider-Man, Hobby Brown. I mean, Gwen Stacy has been all over since her father tried to arrest her in this film. When she revealed who she was, her father had the nerve to try and arrest his daughter. So when she found out about Miguel, who came to her universe, her Spider-Verse, to try and defeat Anomaly. That's what they're called. They're anomalies throughout all the universes. And he's the one who has this small little secret agency, spider agency, where he goes around and collects up all the anomalies and send them back to where they came from. Wherever they were created, they send them back. Whatever universe that they're from, their DNA from, they send them back. You have this big looking tarantula, a robotic tarantula, who actually creates the code from their DNA and shoots them right back to their universe, which is fire. I mean, there were so many Spider-Men in this. Not just Gwen Stacy, not just Jessica Drew or Jessica Crew. I don't even know her name. Jessica Drew, that's her name, Jessica Drew. But you have a spider T-Rex, you have a spider horse, you have a spider cat, you have a spider. Everything and every object that can have form into a spider or be something affiliated with a spider was in this motherfucker. And you have Ben Reilly, voiced by Andy Samberg, who was the Scarlet Spider. Now, that's a lot of people's favorite Spider-Man, Ben Reilly. I'm Miles Morales. I've always been a diehard Miles Morales, and I always will be. And again, I mentioned this earlier, Mahershala Ali finally getting some work with Marvel of some sort, because Blade, who knows with this writer strike, when Blade is ever going to get off the ground. It's been delayed for about 5-7 years now, a few years now. But it's good to see him come back with this evil Uncle Aaron, because the Prowler in Miles Morales' Earth 1610 is dead. But Miles was sent, spoiler alert, I'm about to spoil a bitch out of this. Miles was sent to Earth 42, where that spider came from, where that Alchemex created that spider. The spider that bit Miles in Earth 1610 was not the spider that was supposed to bite him. That's why his Spider-Man died. That's why that Peter Parker died with the blonde hair and everything. Miles is the original anomaly, and we have all these anomalies that are forming because of Miles. And one of them was named Spot, who became Miles, who's gonna be Miles' nemesis throughout this whole film. And I love how goofy Spot was at the beginning of the film, and then he became sinister. He became just obsessed with trying to be the best nemesis, the best villain for Miles' character. Now, Miles has a plethora of villains in his, rogues gallery, whatever, but Spot is one of them. But I like how they made a D, C, D, F level character villain, and they really juiced him up. They amplified him. He had to go to another dimension, another Earth, to try and find a collider where he could get that final spot, so he could. Every collider that he tries to obtain or go to, he tries to amplify his power. And let me tell you, the Spot becomes a savage. Maybe second or third act, the Spot becomes a savage. And I can't wait for part 2, Beyond the Spider-Verse, because Spot is about to go ham. When we see him at the end of the film come back into Miles' Earth 1610, we see, man, that dude, he just lands, he does a superhero landing or a villain landing, and he just stands up. And he's hunched over and gothic looking, and he looks dreary, grungy. And I love the visuals in this movie, man. The visuals in this fucking movie was so fucking good. from when Spider-Gwen and Miles are upside down at Williamsburg Clock Tower, just looking out at the city of Brooklyn or whatever. Oh my gosh, the visuals was amazing. The songs, the score, the soundtrack for this film was amazing. Metro Boomin came through with these songs. I downloaded the soundtrack as soon as I came out of the movie theater. I'm bumping that shit in the whip. Damn. And it's good to see Amanda Stenberg. She played Margot Kess, the voice of Margot Kess. I think she was the Spider-Woman who was the Avatar. I think she voiced her character. She did an impeccable job. Man, this movie was flames, man. I'm going to go see it again. I don't give a fuck. I'm seeing it again. Probably going to go tomorrow. Gonna see it again. This movie, this is one of my most anticipated films of this year, Ghost Nation. And I'm bringing y'all this quick spoiler review, my quick thoughts, straight out of the theater, because man, it was so fucking compelling. It was great from start to fucking finish, man. And spoiler alert, at the end of the film, we found out that Miles, he confronts himself in Earth 42 with braids. Not cornrows. His hair was tied into two long braids. It was epic. Miles is the Prowler in Earth 42. Because his father died in Earth 42. I was blown away when they revealed that. As soon as Miles from 1610 said, "Who are you?" I was blown away, Ghost Nation. And can we just say, Shameik Moore. I've been a fan of Shameik Moore since the Netflix TV show that came out maybe a few years ago called The Get Down. Shameik Moore was like one of the star actors of that show. It only lasted one season, but I was hooked on that show. It was Shameik Moore was in it. It was also Giancarlo Esposito who was in it, who was the priest, the father of one of the girls that I think that Shameik Moore was interested in. From start to finish, that was freaking epic, and I loved it, man. So to see how far Shameik Moore has come, I'm on board, dude. I'm on board, Ghost Nation. The voice acting that he did in this, it was great in the first film. Don't get me wrong. The first film is still my favorite animated film of all time. But this movie, man, he just amplified his acting chops, man. And let's talk about Riho Morales, Miles' mother. Luna Lauren Velez, she killed it. That deep conversation that they had when she was talking about Miles, I don't want you to get lost. Come back. Find your way home. Shit like that. Flames. Fucking flames. Like, you guys don't understand how, a mother and a son bond. Y'all out there who have moms that single parent moms or whatever, I was lucky to have both parents, but my mother means the world to me, man. And to see that relationship, I just clicked. And now that my father passed and he's gone, my relationship with my mother, I always want to have that strong bond with my mother. Always. And to see Rio and Miles talk, and she's speaking Spanish because his mom is Puerto Rican. He's half Puerto Rican, half Spanish. And they're going back and forth from English to Spanish. I loved it. It hit like a father and son bond would hit. That mother and son bond hit just the same. So fucking compelling. And I loved how Spider-Gwen is always popping up in his bedroom, and she just comes out of the bedroom and just, "Hey, how you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Morales?" And she don't even call them by their last name. She calls them by their first name. "How you doing, Rio? How you doing, Jeff?" What? And don't get me started with Brian Tyree Henry. I've been a fan of his since, what's that TV show? Atlanta. Atlanta is one of my favorite shows, man. Zazie Beetz is in that joint. You got Childish Gambino in that joint. And you have Brian Tyree Henry. And you have the other dude. There's a fourth guy in that show. But I love Atlanta. I still got to catch up on season 4. But I love Atlanta. And Brian Tyree Henry has come a long way since that show. And he killed it as Jefferson Davis, man, in this film. All he wants to do is just get a closer connection with his son, whatever it takes. Can I get that closer bond? Can I get that? What would it take for me to get that bond? This movie was great. I'm glad to see Mahershala Ali back doing his thing. Haley Steinfeld as Spider-Gwen. I love Gwen Stacy even more whenever I hear Haley Steinfeld talking, man. And I'm still waiting for her and Miles Morales to hook up, man. What the fuck? It's taking 2 films, about to be 3 films for them to finally hook up. Miles, it looked like he's about to touch her hand or whatever, and then she said, it's Gwen Stacy and Miles always hooks up in every universe, but it doesn't end well in every single universe. And you see Miles just pull his hand back. You just see him fucking pull his hand back. I'm like, dog, when is Miles gonna catch a break with this girl? He really cares about this man has a whole art book about her, drawing pictures for days. Instead of thinking about ways that he could do physics and change the world, he's drawing pictures of her in his dorm room or in his bedroom at home when he goes home to visit on the weekend. All he cares about is her. And he's 15 now, and he's trying to become a man. What does it take for me to become a man? I'm trying to rush and become an adult. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Oscar Isaac, man. Oscar Isaac's acting, man, was impeccable. Impeccable. Him playing Miguel, oh my gosh. Spider-Man 2099, oh my gosh. That train sequence, that chase sequence when he alerts all the Spider-Men to go after Miles Morales and he's fighting him with them claws coming after him, and then when he pinned him down and put a dent into the train and he held him down, I thought Miles was about to be done for. Oscar Isaac bought the chops. He went from Moon Knight to freaking Spider-Man 2099 and he bought the chops. Had Miles Morales shaking in his boots. All right, Ghost Nation, those are my thoughts on this movie, man. I didn't want to go too long. I think I went maybe 7 minutes, maybe 9 minutes on this joint. But go see this film. Show it some love. Let it be the number 1 grossing film of all time. Let it get there. Let it get there, because the first Spider-Man movie that came out, that movie made $1 billion and it won the Oscar. It won the Oscar for Best Animated Film that year. Kudos to that movie, man. I love the cast. Thank you for bringing back Mahershala Ali. I'm a huge fan of Mahershala Ali. He did Moonlight and he did Green Book. And I love him in freaking Rami, which is a TV show on Hulu. I'm a big fan of Mahershala Ali and his acting, man. And to bring him back as Uncle Aaron, I didn't think he was going to come back. I was blown away. Now you're going into the multiverse, the Spiderverse, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You could bring a lot of people back who die. And I'm going to keep doing what Uncle Aaron told Miles to do from the first film. And they brought it back in this film. Just keep going, Miles. I'm going to keep going throughout my life. I'm going to keep going. Whatever's going on, I'm going to keep going. Keep moving forward. Whatever it takes. Damn, what a film. I fucking love this film. God. I got to watch it again. Tomorrow I got to see the show timing. I got to check out the runtime. I got to watch this movie again, dog. This movie was worth my money. It was worth every fucking penny. All right, Ghost Nation, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Also, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button for this video. Show the boy some love. YouTube has been really gay right now. They've been taking away my subscribers. They've been blocking my videos, demonetizing all my fucking shit. It's like I gotta find another platform. I do. And it sucks because YouTube is losing somebody who's trying to become a part of the community. But YouTube is fucking stingy like a bitch. You can't even be your own self. What's the point of having you in YouTube if you can't be you? The fuck? Anyways, I ain't even gonna get into it. I barely do videos anymore because I just don't have the time. I work a lot. It is what it is. But I'm still passionate about movies. That's why it's in my name, Ghost Movies. And I'm gonna bring it to you when I can. Or whenever I can get to my nearest theater, I'm going to bring it to you. Facts. All right, Ghost Nation, I'm about to get out of here. You already know what it is. Till next time, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Ghost Rider out.